videos contain material that is not appropriate for young audiences or stuck-up assholes.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the R&R Show. We are live right here at the LDM Studios, and my special guest, no other than my good friend, Mr. Daniel Riley from the Throne. What's up, Daniel?
What's up, man? Great to be back.
Thank you for coming again. I want to thank everybody who's been what the hell is this, Charles? Why is it we can't share like we used to, man? I'm serious, man. Before you could go share and
I didn't even get a notification. What's up, Charles? What are we doing?
Post.
No, it's on. And it's so funny because, like, Ralph puts stuff up. He's part of the network. But I got to share it on mine to share it on the network. Like, what the hell?
Can you believe this?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
What times we're in?
Who logged on? Who logged on? Say hi, say hello. Yes, I know everybody's at the AAW, whatever. Man, I don't give a shit.
Grand
Man,
Slam.
fuck that, man. I'm on my show. My show's been around longer than theirs. Fuck that shit. I've been around for years.
Look, I had to search it up and share it on my own. Thanks, Charles. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Comments? I ain't getting no comments. I don't know who's watching me. Oh, Dylan Quinn. Facebook must be messing up. Hey, Dylan Quinn, thank you, brother, for logging on and everything, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Mr. Quinn.
You only come on when they come on, you fucking hypocrite. But I still love you anyway.
It's all right. At least he's on. Right?
Yeah, at least he's on.
Thank you for not ditching us for AEW tonight.
Yes, thank you. You can watch us and watch the TV show at the same time.
You're like, shit, that's
wait,
on.
they ain't on yet, right?
It's on DVR. They can watch it.
Oh,
But it's not on. It's
they
at
started
7:05.
They started at 7.
What, the live show?
I think they're doing a taping first, actually.
Okay, well, fuck them.
Well, we live.
Evilise, what's up, baby? What's going on? That's a loyal listener. Evilise is a loyal listener. What's up, mommy? What's going on? She a loyal listener. She a loyal listener from Jersey in the house. And Dylan's calling from where? Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Pennsylvania in the house. Out the South is in the house and everything. What's going on, America? First of all, we would like to share our condolences to our friend Charles, who lost his grandmother last week. We're going to be there for you, Charles, this weekend. You know, I called Charles several times. I was bothering him. You know, you good? He was like, yeah, I'm good. My head's all over the place. Well, your head's going, I'm going to put my foot up your ass. You're going to get your shit straight. You know what I'm saying? I love you, man. You know, that tough love. Like, I'll fuck you up love. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Charles knows that we there for him. And, you know, when one of our own loses one, we lose one. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah,
and Charles and I have been family for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You know, he doesn't know I'm actually the real father of his son. But, you know, we good because he looks like Charles. I'm lucky. You know what I'm saying? I'm lucky. I don't have to pay no child support or nothing like that. Because he was my son, I'm going to cut his hair. He got hair longer than you.
Oh, no.
I'm telling you right now, he motherfucker look like the Jungle Book boy. And it look like
He doesn't want to cut it.
He doesn't want to cut it.
I seen the little kid around here before.
Yeah, man. So how you been, man? How you been?
I've been good, man.
I see your little ones in school now.
I know, man.
Holy shit. Dude, ladies and gentlemen, you don't see him understand. I'm in shock. His little one is in preschool. I met that little one when she was this small in the locker room when we were doing BWF.
Yep.
He brought her in and she was like, oh my God. I was like, and now she's talking, going to school and everything.
Oh, she don't-
Nigga,
she
you
don't
getting
shut up.
old. Don't look at me. I ain't getting old. You getting old.
I'm not getting old.
Now that's you, man. God damn, God bless him, man.
Thank you, man.
Man, preschool already?
Mm-hmm. The other one's in first grade.
Holy
And she used to be in the locker room, remember?
Yeah, you had one in one hand, one in the other.
You couldn't even run.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Time flies, bro.
Holy
Yeah, big,
shit.
fast, too.
Damn, bro.
If I remember correctly, my oldest one used to grill Charles because he used to be the cameraman.
Yeah.
And he used to like look at her with the camera. And she's like,
She used to be looking like, oh, my head.
I'm telling you, man.
she still does that. Now she just tells you to shut up at the same time.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I mean, we had some fun. I remember when before Charles's kid was born, Rhea used to walk around. When I first met Rhea, she was like what 2 months pregnant, Charles, something like that.
Yeah.
She was 2. No, she was
Yeah, because
she
we
was
just
small.
found out that she was pregnant.
Yeah. All of a sudden, this woman grew this big. And we would fuck with her and fuck with her and fuck with her. We were doing a show one time, and I think she went into labor. You
No,
remember when we were with Nightline?
Yeah.
She went into labor. Charles goes, I got to finish the show. I said, nigga, you better get the fuck out of here.
I was like,
What was this, the LDS
hey.
show or the BWF
No,
show?
when we LDM.
It was on the
LDM
Nightline
Network,
radio station.
right? Which was like the mother of us. You know, that's how we got started.
Man, that guy that didn't happen while you were live. Like, hey, Charles.
He
No, we was.
live.
We were live when
My
they told
show
me.
was coming on after his. He was live, and he goes, ladies and gentlemen, I just got a text that my wife went into labor, but I still got a guest that Charles, get the fuck out. No.
We did. I did the whole show and still got there, and she still didn't give it labor.
He's trying to act cool on the show, but
The camera goes off. He's like,
no. He's like this on the mic. Yeah. So
yeah.
my special guest, and we're looking at him like, nigga, you gotta go. No. So then he wants to hang out because we used to have food and everything. He wants to hang out and eat. No, nigga, you gotta go.
What you mean eat? What
You
mean
got-
eat,
you gotta
Charles?
go.
What
You
you mean
gotta
eat,
go.
Charles? You
Because she
gotta
told
go.
me, she said, you got some time, so okay, I got some
No,
time.
nigga, you gotta go. He was like, oh, okay, all right.
Sometime.
3
Yeah.
days later, hey, Rhea gave birth to a little boy.
Yeah.
3
Took
days.
3 days.
I was like, God damn. And now that little kid does his own shows here. Motherfucker, I'm gonna cut his hair, I swear to God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I seen that kid. You have to understand, Charles's kid, even though that's his parents, they raised him. We did some of our parts too. There was times I had to hold him and feed him. And
Oh,
shit
yeah.
because he wouldn't
Everybody
quit
had their
shutting the
part.
show. He's like, yo, I gotta do my goodness, and Rhea's not here yet. I got the baby. I said, I used to give that nigga fried chicken. Ask Charles. I ain't like, right, Charles? I
Yeah, he used to
go
eat
the
a lot.
chicken spot next door and give him a little shut the fuck up and eat. And he used to be like that. His chicken.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's so big now.
So Charles used to be like, yo, clean him up before Rhea comes. I'm not supposed to be giving him chicken. I was like, nigga, fuck that. I gave him fucking macaroni and cheese too. That nigga gonna shit all night tonight.
Shit, we had everybody.
Charles is doing
Danny.
the show, and I'm here with the kid. Eat, motherfucker. Eat. Yo, for real, man. We had such a good time. Such a good. I check out the day after usually. Okay, thank you, Dylan. Margie, what's up, baby? Thank you for logging on. Yo, we had some time. That's what I mean by family. Family doesn't have to be blood.
No.
It doesn't have to be blood. You and I are in the wrestling business,
Yeah.
and you and I know there's a brotherhood there.
Yeah. Everybody calls each other brother.
There's a difference between calling each other brother and a brotherhood.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a brotherhood there, and like any family, you got the ones like I don't like that cousin.
The Magasson.
Yeah, like I like him, but I don't like him.
Yeah.
I like her, I don't like her. But then you got the ones that I can't wait to see them.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
You always
saying?
have those.
And then you got the ones that you're like professional. You just met. Oh, this is your cousin from down south. Hey, what's up? How you doing? You get along.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not me and Danny are brothers deeper than wrestling. Exactly.
Yeah,
There's a
definitely.
brotherhood. He knows it. Danny and I got our relationship and everything.
Yeah, of course.
Batsu and I have our relationship. Lycan and I have our relationship. Definitely me and Lou Nova, who he knows I love him to death.
Have your own relationship.
Vince Steele's like my little big brother. Taught me a lot of the business and everything. William Biggs, Nick, William Pierce, Bobby C. A lot of these
I love
guys,
those guys.
that I met, which Team Splendid will be here next week.
I know. That's
And not just Bobby C. Breaking news, Team Splendid.
Oh
We'll be
man, he
here
bring
next
that.
week.
Oh my
They're
god.
both coming next week.
Oh my god.
All right? And I
man.
haven't seen them since I won the title at ACW
January of last year.
January of last year.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be a good emotional reunion because a lot of these people that I love dearly and I work dearly with finally, because of this disease that's going around, are starting to reunite and see each other. So it's going to be fun having
Yeah, New York is
Mr.
starting to
Bobby
have some
C.
shows.
Splendid with his wig
Yeah.
on the show.
Yeah,
I
mirror.
should have kept it when I yanked it off a couple weeks back.
You know, he's
He,
gonna-
he got mad that time when he found out I cleaned my ass with it.
Yeah, he's gonna come back
use
with
it as
that
a
damn
sponge.
mirror, with the mirror and everything. Oh my.
Yeah,
God.
it's gonna be fun to see them guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just want to get one thing straight before we go on with the show. ACW still exists.
Yes.
Please
Yes, it
don't
does.
think that we're gone. It's a two-show promotional company. No. ACW still exists.
Alive.
There's a lot of things that are going to happen, but one thing I love about this company, they keep the business to themselves until everything comes too light. Don't sleep on ACW.
Yeah. I mean, anybody
Okay.
who supports ACW, don't stop supporting ACW.
Yes.
All right.
You know, you got a lot of great talent that's coming. A lot of great talent's already there. Daniel's part of it. I'm part of it. Charles is part of it. They're coming. With all the new laws and everything that are for promoters, things are changing, so it makes it a little bit more
COVID
difficult.
restrictions really messed a lot of
Yes.
things up.
Yeah.
So please don't think that ACW shut up. Believe me, I had conversations with the board because me being a wrestler and being a representative of the company, being their first international champion, I sat down with the board, and this is true. This is not making it up. I had conversations with the owners and the people who run the show. Good things are coming. I'm not gonna mess it up for them and say what it is. You'll see for yourself.
Yeah.
For those companies that are out there talking shit about ACW,
I haven't met one
like
yet,
that
but,
new company, I'm not gonna say that new company's
Oh.
name.
I'll say it. It's.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah. Don't do that. You know, it's a small business world.
Right?
It's a small business world. Eventually, you're gonna run into us. It's a small business. You guys know that.
Oh, we've had a few run-ins already.
Yeah,
It's
you
so
know?
funny because when Ralph said I want to join wrestling, I was like, all right. I was already getting the AARP card ready for his ass. Cause you're old. You know what I'm saying? Old ass want to wrestle. No, but I was with him in his training and doing the videos. You know, Danny. You know, I'm
Yeah.
doing the videos and all that.
I remember
Then I go to another
that's how we met.
wrestling.
That's how we
Yeah,
met.
I go to another wrestling. I'm doing the videos. People were talking and didn't realize I was the same guy that was doing the other videos. So I'm watching them like, if you could talk about this company and you're in this one, like, come on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
a
but
small.
it happens a lot with professional
Yeah.
wrestlers, and I use that in quotations because people don't know how to be professional.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but one will badmouth the other, and half the time there's no validation for it, or they're mad because hey, I didn't get this that I wanted, and it's like, man, shut up.
Listen, I got a lot of guests. I got Teen Spender coming, Mad John coming, Vinny the Guido coming. I got a lot of people that will be coming onto the show. And it's not about just wrestling. Listen, if you're a midget stripper, you're more than welcome. Listen, we got baby stools. You guys can come over and sit down next to me. We can talk, or we can bring down the camera to your level. I'll lay on the floor and talk to you.
Yeah.
I don't mind fucking interviewing you while I'm laying down. I can have a soup with you or something. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people think like, oh, your views are down. You don't have that many guests. It's not my fault. There's people out there who are still scared of this disease that don't want to come out into the limelight yet. You know what I'm saying?
That's when you look to your
I got to give a
wrestling
shout out
brothers.
to you, Batu, and Vince. You guys been constant with me when COVID came out.
No, of course.
You know, and I
Oh,
love you
of
guys
course.
for it and everything. Now other guests are starting to see that, we're doing okay. I'm vaccinated, whatever. If you're not vaccinated, that's fine. Just make sure that you test yourself before you come into the studio. Because I'm not risking my life or Charles's or the LDM family to
have a guest.
If
Yeah.
you want to do it remotely, we can do a remote thing. I have no problem with that. But just to let you know, the R&R Show has been around for 15 years. And I'm hoping that I'll be around for another 15 before I decide to croak. Until then, I'm going to talk shit about you, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousins, your dog, your cats, and their kittens. I don't give a fuck. Okay? So anyway, before we go to the funny part of the show, I want to ask you a question. Did you watch the last episode of Dark Side of the Ring?
Yeah, I did.
The Flight from Hell.
It was crazy, man.
Did you see there's an outlash that came out for Tommy Dreamer
Because of what?
and Ric Flair?
Because of the way he responded to, I saw it, man.
Okay. I can see Charles's face like, what the fuck?
Yeah, everybody has an opinion on it. Like, it's...
My not opinion, my facts is, was there any crime committed? No. So shut the fuck up and keep it moving.
What it was pissing me off about
You
that
know what I'm
now-
saying? There was
now
no
a lot of
crime. There was
people
no
are-
nothing.
Car Shield canceled Ric Flair.
Yeah.
All his commercials.
Yeah.
Okay, let me explain something
Oh,
about
no.
this.
According to them, they have it on hold.
No, let me explain
Once
to
they
you.
have it on hold, you're canceled.
Yeah.
First of all, let me explain to you this. This thing happened over 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. And it was well documented that it happened.
Yep.
It's not the first time that this particular incident was talked about. It's not. If you watch, I'll give you a prime example. If you watch old episodes of the WWE Hall of Fame induction, any wrestler that was inducted in the era of Ric Flair all brought up the flight from hell.
Yeah, yeah.
Bobby Heenan, Gene Okerlund, Harley Race, Ric Flair himself has said it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the most well-documented thing was the fight that Brock Lesnar had on the plane.
Yes.
So everything else kind of went into the back burner. But,
Yeah.
you know, the speaking out movement came out last year.
Yes.
And it became a big deal.
First of all, the lady, do I condone what Ric Flair did? No, I do not condone that, because if I'm in a flight and some dude gets naked, try to, with my lady, we fighting.
Yeah.
We fighting.
And nobody
But
should do that to someone.
he didn't go in there to be like, I'm going to bend over, I'm going to rip your shirt off, I'm going to rape you.
You know.
He went in there to play with her. Hey, look at me. The guy was drunk. You knew what you were getting into when the flight was delayed 7 hours on the tar pit, and before the flight took off, Charles, they finished the liquor rack 3 times.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's a flag
and
right there to say,
the girl said they even was talking to him, and they were all partying and all that. So even the flight attendants was partying with them.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I said there's no crime. There's nothing. They're not even coming out talking about rape. Like, the girls are probably like, what's the big problem?
yeah.
Plus, we were young.
Well, all right.
He's a star.
You got to understand, it's a generational thing, right? So, like, I'm not an old school guy, but I'm very old school minded. I'm an old soul. So I understand what era of wrestling Ric Flair is from. He's from that era of, this wasn't a gimmick. You lived the gimmick.
Yep.
Right? Even
Yeah.
Undertaker came out in the 90s, and even he said it, I dare you to catch me not wearing black back in the day. Because I
Right.
lived the
Because
gimmick.
remember, people thought it was a real story.
Ric Flair
Yeah.
went broke because of the fact that he lived the gimmick all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I personally don't condone what he did, but I also understand that was him.
Yeah.
Ric Flair, styling, profiling. Woo! That
You know
was
what I'm
him.
saying?
That's his whole gimmick. I mean, how many times has this guy
Yeah.
been married?
Yeah.
If he had a ring still for every time he's been married, all 10 fingers would probably be full.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay? And probably need Charlotte's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I get all that.
Yeah,
And then the Tommy Dreamer thing, because of the way he said it.
But Tommy Dreamer is
didn't
because
say
he's
anything
protecting
wrong.
him.
No, he didn't. It's just the way he said it. It's a sense.
But I'll say it too.
I'm protecting him. That's
It's
it.
a
That's
generational thing.
because he said the truth. He said
said-
he did. He said, did he? What he did was wrong. Yes, but did he go to intentionally rape her? No.
No.
The guy was drunk. That's who he was.
Yeah.
Back then, you knew who he was.
Yeah.
You expected him to do that because of the way he was. Okay. Now, like I said, I don't condone what he did.
No.
But here's the catch. You signed a paper, an agreement bounded by law, that you will not talk about the incident on the flight.
You won't press charges.
You won't press charges or anything like that, and you got paid for it. You admitted. Now, this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Look at her side, too. You admitted that they gave you enough money that you were able to send your daughter to college with and buy a house and still have money left over. That your husband, the man who is supposed to defend you,
Told you to take the money.
when something like this happens, said to you, honey, this is too much of a good deal, and you're still married to the guy. This is too much of a good deal. This will set us for life for our child. And you took it.
Yep.
Notice there was 3 stewardesses on that flight. Only one spoke. The other one said, hey, it happened. Let it go. I got paid.
That's it.
I know now for the future, hey, where am I working? Oh, you're working for a professional? No, I don't want to work that flight. Put me somewhere else. You have that option now. Okay? You took the money, and now everybody is making a big, oh, Ric Flair this.
And only
Ric
because he
Flair
talked
that.
about it.
Got to cancel Ric Flair. Okay, let me ask y'all this question.
I don't get the why. I don't get why. It's just,
You guys want to cancel Ric Flair. And there's only 2 people on the planet that I can say saved wrestling. And I'll say this not as a professional wrestler. Forget about me being a professional. I'm saying it as a fan. There are only 2 people on the face of this earth that saved wrestling. Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan. That's it. There's no Rock. There's no fucking Stone Cold. If it wasn't for Flair and Hogan, wrestling would not be where it is today. Yes, it was great before the WrestleManias, great matches. But what opened the door when cable television came out, Ric Flair, the only true, and I'll say this, the only true world champion in wrestling. Because he defended his title in every fucking company there was. Let's keep it real.
I can't disagree with it.
Hogan, the Elvis Presley of wrestling. Ric Flair is the Frank Sinatra. Hogan's the Elvis Presley of wrestling.
I mean, it's really hard to disagree with it because Hulk Hogan is the guy that put wrestling on the map. I mean, guys were making a living from wrestling. Hulk Hogan made it possible for you to get a mansion from wrestling. I got all these cars. Hulk Hogan became
And then
a
they extended
superstar.
from there. He went into TV or whatever. Was Hogan the greatest wrestler in the world? No. But the man made wrestling. Hate him, love him, whatever.
If you got in the ring with him and you were a nobody, by the time the match is over, you were everything.
Because everybody said he fought Hulk Hogan. That's it. You know? Andre the Giant, one of the greatest mentors in wrestling.
Another superstar.
Okay.
Superstar.
Andre drank.
Oh,
Andre
a lot.
fucked women.
A lot.
Andre would fart in the plane and make the plane land because he was so big. Why nobody cancel him? Hogan, everybody knows, is a little racist. Why anybody canceling him?
Well, they did for a couple of years.
But they brought him back,
Yeah.
right?
Well, they'll bring Flair back, of course.
Right? Okay. I could understand Chris Benoit's situation.
Yeah, that's
I can
They're
understand that.
bringing him back.
But his wife was a manager before she married Chris. Why isn't she in the Hall of Fame? Don't put her in as whatever Benoit. Put her in as woman. That was her name. Woman. Right?
Well, look at China. How long it took for them to bring her back.
But she's under DX. She's not by herself.
They're not going to give
They're
her
not
one by
going to give her that.
Regardless of the fact they even mentioned her name on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be a
After
2-time
years-
Hall of Famer right now.
After years of not being in the
Yeah.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because you know what it is? But you have to
After
understand.
years of not even being mentioned on TV.
But you have to understand, whatever she did to herself. That's why it's okay with them. But Benoit killed a child, killed his wife. That's a different story.
But
And that's a whole nother show.
Well,
I'm
look at
being
Flair.
honest with you.
Look at Flair.
Flair, so what? You got drunk. You did what you had to do. What gives them the right? I expected the cancel culture to do what they did to Rick. I expected that because Rick is Rick. Eventually, he's going to come and bite you in the ass. But why cancel Tommy Dreamer for saying the truth?
And protecting, helping his.
I don't think it was because of what he said. I think it was like the demeanor that he had and how people got.
No, they
upset
said
about
they
it.
caned because he protected Ric Flair.
They
It's on the
said
news.
because he said,
But you gotta understand, Tommy Dreamer comes from that
Era.
right after
See,
Flair.
you know the difference between that era and this era? That era had groupies. This era, we got hoes. It's the same shit.
yeah,
Same shit.
yeah. But the thing is now, they got cameras.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anything you say, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Back then,
Like,
there
but
was-
let
They
me
got
ask you
business
this.
hoes
I
now.
want to ask everybody this. I want to ask
We got
this.
social media now.
Yeah, business hoes.
I want to
You know
ask
they got
this.
the
I want
cameras
to
and
ask this
everything.
question. I want to ask this question. Let's say the flight from hell happened now. Now. In this era. I can't say today or this year. It was just this era. Pre-COVID, right? Pre-COVID. And on that plane, you had, in their primes, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, John Cena, Val Venus, the Dudley Boys, Sandman,
You did it with Val Venus alone.
Yeah,
Okay.
just alone, you know.
The gimmick. I mean,
The Godfather, and his hoes. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, whoever's listening to me, listen to what I'm saying.
the man that owned the natural.
Mark Henry,
When he was sexually chocolate.
The Big Show, Sonny, Trish Stratus, China, the old Shawn Michaels. You gonna tell me that wouldn't be a flight from hell?
Oh yeah, that. I think before the plane takes.
Owen Hart, before he passed away, was the biggest clown there is.
And well, because you put Sonny in there, let's put Chris Candido in there.
Chris Candido in there. Put Eddie Guerrero before he got sober. And you're going to tell me that a chick who's on that flight wouldn't fuck at least one of them dudes on that flight?
Yeah. And then just put like RVD in there, the chill guy.
That's it.
Oh.
Well, actually, I think he was in the flight from hell. So, we got comments?
Yeah, Casey
forget
like I said,
about
don't forget
RVD.
pothead
Oh, wow.
RVD.
Wow.
But let's just say those
Oh,
guys
yeah,
got
we
off.
did it.
Let's say those guys won the flight. Do you think that the woman who got harassed in this flight from hell would have been on the dark side of the ring? Be honest.
I think a big scandal would have came out. I think a huge scandal would have came out.
Yeah, because now this is a day and age they want to get paid.
Well, think about it like this. Right?
No,
When the speaking
I don't think it would have came out.
I don't know. When
I
speaking
don't,
out,
I don't
movement-
think it would have came out.
When
I'm
speaking
sorry.
out came out, you had a bunch of guys from the indies, whether they were big time about to get signed, they were signed, or just relatively known. When those things came out, names got thrown out, and the whole bunch of shit got stirred up. Marty Scurll, right, one of ROH's top guys, he got involved in that mix, and it was insane. David Starr.
Okay, but this is in the 2000s, right?
This was last year. that it
Okay,
all came
I'm
out.
talking about the 90s. Look at who I mentioned in that roster of the 90s.
Oh, you mean if it happened in the Attitude Era?
Yes.
Oh, no, that would have never came out.
You know why it never came out? Because there was women in the 90s who would have loved to fuck The Rock. Love to fuck.
They still
Venus,
do. They still do.
Val Venus, but look,
Put it like this: in the Attitude Era, who was flashing in live TV? The females. Every
Yeah.
time Triple H
But-
and all
but
of them.
this is what I'm saying.
Live. You know what I'm saying? So
look at
come on.
look,
They had no
but look
choice.
at this. But look,
Whose
but
idea
look,
was
but
it?
look what's going on. This lady that they talked about, that she was the stewardess on the flight. Listen, I don't condone what Ric Flair did. I don't condone any man doing that to a woman that doesn't want to be doing it. But there's an era difference between the woman of the 90s and the women of the 80s.
There is.
There's a big era. And I'm not talking about the girls now, I grew up in the 80s. No, you were still a young chick with 2 pimples on your chest
About grown
and a
adult
couple of
women-
hairs on your toto.
grown
Yeah,
adult
I'm
women
talking
in the
about
90s.
grown adult women from the 80s are different from grown adult women from the 90s. There's different decades, different eras, different times. Look at the grown-ass women now that are coming up behind us old people. They don't know how to parent. They don't know how to do shit. Anybody who's 35 and up in this era, in this year,
They start maturing at 35.
they're doing okay. I say, you know what? I'll take that back. 40 and up. I'll go 40 and up. We still got some loose cannons out there.
A lot of people
We
start-
still got some loose cannons, but any woman in 2021 that is 40 or older knows the difference of the era of the 90s and the eras of the 80s.
Everything was different.
This woman, oh my God, look what's happening. Oh, we've gone on flights before with athletes with the feet, and they don't act like this. Here's the difference, sweetheart. Here's the difference. An NFL player is different from a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
An NFL player has more to lose than a professional wrestler.
Yeah, their contract, their sponsors, everything they have.
Wrestlers wrestle 365 days a year. I give them that. They put their bodies on the line. I give them that.
300 days a year, man. That's hard.
I'm not putting down my fellow wrestlers in the past or present in the future. I understand what you're saying, but look at the difference between NBA, professional wrestling, NFL, professional wrestling. As crazy as the Pittsburgh Steelers was in the 70s and the fucking Miami Dolphins were in the 70s, they got more discipline than wrestlers do. Wrestlers are independent contractors working for big companies.
Yep.
You can't wrestle somewhere else until your contract is up. An athlete gets signed for a 10-year deal for the New York Giants, and he's going to make $150 million. He's going to do whatever it takes not to him lose that $150 million.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
Because now you got sponsorship. You only play 16 games a year. You got the summer off. You know, spring, whatever off before the summer training comes. And you're traveling. You're a fucking beast.
A year, if you make it to the Super Bowl, 19 games. You know,
it's a big difference, sweetheart. Let me explain to you this. The lady had nothing else to do with her life, and she wanted to tell her story. She even said it. I forgot about it. We working for the brightest lights. Batsu, I don't think so, baby. Everybody says WrestleMania is the big thing, but Super Bowl Sunday, the world stays still.
Yeah.
Super Bowl Sunday, everybody knows the world stays still. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
There's people who will watch the Super Bowl just to watch the commercials.
The halftime show. Just the halftime show.
And just the halftime show. We don't have, excuse me, we don't have a halftime show at WrestleMania.
Wrestlers all get together to watch WrestleMania.
Yep.
Fans all do that
right
as well. But everybody, whether football fan or not, everybody's watching
that Super Bowl.
You have to be a wrestling fan to know the story behind what match is happening at WrestleMania, just like you do any other event. The Super Bowl, you don't have to know the story. It's the Steelers versus the Giants, the Bucks versus this.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see who wins.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy, Tom Brady's there? Yeah, I want to watch him.
Yeah.
You know, you don't got to know nothing.
Yeah.
They won.
That's it.
That's it.
You know how many times when I used to date girls and we used to watch the Super Bowl, they used to be like, look, they did a home run. Bitch, it's football. Oh, but Michael Jackson's performing. Prince is performing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, baby, they hit a home run. It's a touchdown, bitch, not a home run. You're looking at the wrong game. You know? So anyway, cancel culture, you're taking it too far. I guarantee you, if The Rock in the 90s pulled out his dick to some chick on the plane, and he tells her, can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Not only is she going to smell what The Rock is cooking, she's going to taste what The Rock is cooking. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. The women of the 90s are totally different from the women of the 80s.
If Flair was younger when it happened, it probably would have happened. I mean,
listen, you know those country hit girls down there. They loved Ric Flair. I thought Ric Flair was the ugliest motherfucker on the planet. Them white girls were like, oh, my God, I can't wait to see Ric Flair get in that ring, and he can do the with me.
Ric Flair is Ric Flair.
That's it.
Because remember,
he was the end-all, be-all. Besides Roddy Piper, I think he was the greatest.
Y'all getting mad that Ric Flair pulled out his dick and went up to a woman, but nobody gets mad when Rikishi put his ass in Vince McMahon's face. Nobody got mad. Hold on. Nobody got mad when China did Playboy. Oh, my gosh, she's too big. She's too ugly to be doing Playboy. Nobody got mad at that.
Nobody got mad that there was 35 releases this year from WWE? I mean...
Yeah, nobody got mad at that.
I got mad about 35 people got released this year, man.
Nobody got mad in the 80s and 90s when gay wrestlers were hidden in their closets and couldn't expose themselves to be who they really were. Not expose themselves sexually, but to be who they were.
That's true, though, man. Pat Patterson was a prime example of that.
Okay? Pat Patterson had to wait 40-some-odd years
to come out, man.
To come out publicly and say, I'm a happy gay man.
And hopefully that he didn't get bashed for it, which, no, thank God he didn't.
Because it, you know.
Pat was another reason why, you know, we got to do the things, why we're here. I mean, he's another one of those guys.
Exactly. So don't come out here, ladies and gentlemen, and cancel. Now, everybody loved Ric Flair when he was doing the fucking promos. Woo, Car Shield. Woo, coming out with Bad Bunny. Nobody hated that. Oh, nobody said that nigga's too old to be on them videos.
Nope.
Nobody, oh, what the fuck is he doing with oh, come on, he's ridiculous.
He came out with Andrade at Triple Mania.
Everybody was loving it. As soon as the story that came out about the plane ride from hell, everybody changed their back. This is why I can't stand hypocrites. You knew the stories. You heard the stories. The man did 3 documentaries and admitted to these stories.
Ric Flair.
Nobody
Ric Flair.
said nothing.
Ric Flair is Ric Flair, bro.
And as soon as an outsider says, oh, and she did with a British accent, this is what she said. I can't believe that he came up to me with his wiener out and he started making it twirl. They asked her, did he sexually try to force you to do? No, he just wanted me to touch it. Again, listen to what the question was. You can watch the show. Did he try to force himself on her to have sex? She said no, that he was just like bothering her and grabbed her hand to try to touch it so everybody can get a laugh. All this is happening to you in the back. What was the other stewardess doing? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Let's see that side of the story.
I wasn't there. I don't know.
I want to see that side of the story.
I just don't feel like
Where the other stewardess was.
I don't feel like he should get condemned from
Vince
wrestling.
McMahon was on the plane. JR was on the plane.
Actually-
JR said Vince told him, go take care of it. People were like, why? Well, why didn't Vince do it? Vince signs your check. Vince is not going to get his hands dirty. He ain't stupid.
It's not his problem.
Go take care of it. If I'm the biggest drug dealer in New York right now, and he's my right-hand man, and we got some shit going on, people harassing Charles or something, I'm not going to get my hands dirty. Danny, go take care of it. Danny will get the soldiers to take care of it.
Yeah.
That's who Vince McMahon is. He's a pimp. The guy is a billionaire. He don't have to. Okay. Don't worry about it. Right now, after this flight, I'm going to save $20 million. I'm firing this guy. I'm firing this guy. I'm firing this guy. Why wasn't Ric Flair fired? Because he's Ric Flair. Woo. I guarantee you that happened with The Rock, Stone Cold, and everything. Val Venus would have gotten fired before The Rock and Stone Cold.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Anybody but their megastar money makers, No. Listen, I think we've discussed it as much as you can.
Yep.
All right? But it's just basically, it's not condoned. It wasn't right. But being old school people, we can understand why it happened, who Ric Flair is. That's how he is. Right? He was never trying to intentionally, rape anybody or make anybody feel any kind of way. It was just laughs and gags, all right? Especially when you're downing 3 cabinets worth of liquor. I mean,
Before the flight even took off,
before the 7 hour.
that Ric Flair took money out of his pocket and says, I'll pay for another cabinet. The same guy that, come on, bitch, you got a big tip that day. Cut the shit. Before we go to the next subject, I'm just going to let everybody know. Cancel culture is full of shit. It's a bunch of little whining bitches that didn't have fun when they were growing up with the people that they're canceling now. That they were offended or maybe they were compared to certain things in the past.
Right.
And you cancel it. You know why you cancel? Because you don't understand. Man fears what he can't conquer. Remember that.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Cancel culture.
What the fuck does Pepe Le Pew have to do with womanizing?
Yeah.
It was the same pussy for 40 years. He didn't chase nobody else. It was that one pussy, the same cat for 40 fucking years. And at the end of every episode, what happened, Charles? She fucked him.
Mm-hmm.
And you're canceling that?
Cancel culture just needs to worry about now. Stop worrying about before, because you don't understand before. You wasn't even born before. You know what I'm saying? Like with all this.
You
Ric Flair
hated
and all this stuff.
DMX because he was too raw. You hated Rakim because he was too real. You hated Tupac because he said the truth. You hated Biggie because he was an ugly fat fuck that made good money.
At a very young age.
But you support a fucking asshole named Little Nas. Oh, because he's gay, he has the right. Really? Because he's gay and he has the right? Think about it. He's an artist. Really?
Mm-hmm.
There was an artist named Freddie Mercury who died of AIDS and kept his secret away from everybody because everybody would turn against him. Elton John, gay.
No, that was a
George Michael, gay. Okay? And in 1984, all the ones that you thought they were queer, weird, ugly, whatever, in 1984, which was the greatest year of music, Freddie Mercury, David Bowie, George Michael, Prince, Michael Jackson, Madonna, all came out in 1984 with premiere albums. Purple Rain, Thriller, you name it, everything came out. But you guys support a little motherfucker they call Little Nas. And y'all support this shit that everybody does the same dance. I got bros in Atlanta. We the Mong in Atlanta.
I don't discriminate on generations, but you know it's.
Come on, dude. But for real.
I don't discriminate on generations.
Listen, my generation wasn't easy either. My generation wasn't easy either.
I get it.
We were weird too. But come on. We didn't push that ticket like they doing now. And when we did it in the 80s, we're getting canceled for it.
Yeah.
That's the thing that pisses me off. Freddie Mercury did a video of him dressed in drag. The whole band did it.
Yep.
It got banned from MTV. But Little Nas can go out there and give the devil a lap dance. And it's okay with it. He took a picture that he's pregnant. It's okay with it. Stop.
It's generational thing, man.
Stop.
Like if you looked at Prince back in the day, you would think people
I
now.
know Prince was a fag. I really thought too.
Everybody thought he was gay, right?
But that nigga fucked all the most beautiful women in the world.
He did. He did.
Apollonia.
He was bisexual.
Fucking Vanity. He did his thing. So what?
But everybody thought he was gay.
And all these motherfuckers out here, fuck Prince. He a fag and everything. I bet you put on fucking Purple Rain. They start dancing to it.
Yeah.
How many motherfuckers in here? Let's be the truth. Let's tell the truth, people. How many of y'all motherfuckers be in the car? And fucking when doves cry, come on. Listen to the words. Say if you will, whisper. Yes, they gonna sing that shit? Y'all full of shit. Y'all all fucking liars. You're all fucking liars.
Anybody ever seen that movie?
I seen it once, and I
My
don't remember.
DVD got stolen.
I thought the movie was great.
I don't remember the movie at all.
My DVD got
Never seen the
stolen.
movie?
No, I've seen it,
Yeah, the movie's
but I don't
phenomenal.
remember the movie at all.
The movie's phenomenal.
Don't
Listen,
remember.
my DVD got stolen, and the criminal's watching the show right now.
That's when he
damn.
came out with Purple Rain. That was a
Margie
great
stole
movie.
my DVD, my collector's edition of Purple Rain. And every time I go to her house, she hides it. Bitch, I want my movie back. I'm telling you, you got motherfuckers out here, nigga, I'm hard, I'm this, I'm that. Wow. Catch him singing to Billie Jean in the car.
Yeah.
When
Oh, yeah.
nobody's in there. You know I ain't lying.
No, I'm sure you're not.
Look, she even admitted, yes, and I still have it. I've been with this bitch 6 years. I want my fucking DVD back. She stole that shit. She was like, I want to borrow. I love this movie. That was 5 years ago.
Just bring a bunch of wrestlers to that in front of the house, right, and just have them chanting, "Give it back, give it back."
She won't.
I know, right?
She'll call the cops. She'll be like, I don't have it. And it's playing upstairs. You can hear in the background.
She'll tell the police.
Serious, how many
And
dudes
there's a
out
bunch
there-
of Hispanics
How
in
many
front
guys?
of the house.
Let's keep it real. How
she'll
many
turn
guys
into
are
a
out
Karen,
there?
right?
Let's keep it real. How many guys out there and women that be like, I don't like that song. I never liked him. I never that. But they play their music in the car, singing it to themselves.
Well, it's the same way like when somebody dies, like when Michael Jackson died, right? Everybody was
mad at him before he died.
Everybody was talking about him, but the minute he died, moonwalk competitions are coming out.
Yep.
Everybody's singing the bad. Everybody's wearing the stuff he wore back in the day. But I thought that was stuff was for queers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Everybody was like, oh, we lost Michael. Oh, we lost Michael. No, he was innocent. He was innocent. In a court of law, he was. Was he a freak? I don't know. I can't judge it. But in a court of law,
Listen.
he walked out.
I wasn't around for it. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, so I can't judge.
Exactly. And then they came out with that show, Leaving Neverland. Oh, he had anal sex with me in this room. He licked my ass in this room. How many years did this go on for?
wasn't it 3 times he got accused? Like 10 years apart. Like 10 years apart.
No, but the kid is saying he did this to me, he did that to me, he did this to me, he did that to
He
me.
got accused in the 80s
For
and in the
years.
90s
Yeah,
and the
for
early
years.
2000s.
For years. It went on. You mean to tell me you didn't feel a little bit uncomfortable when a man came over and put his finger up your ass and said,
Mm-hmm.
why you think Michael Jackson was shaking his hand? He was smelling the fingers.
No,
He had a glove on. He knew about DNA. He had the glove on. He was fucking around, and you let it happen for years. Why? Because you got taken to Hawaii. You got money. You got things, boy. You got concerts. You went on stage. You
Let's
did
not forget
all
about the
this shit.
settlement. The settlement.
In the settlement. These motherfuckers are rich. Rich.
That was it.
Now, after he dies, y'all want to talk shit?
No, listen. If he did it,
That's like Margie talking shit about me when I die. Oh, he had a little dick. Oh, he was nothing. But you fucked me for 6 years. I must have been doing something right. You understand what I'm saying? You don't talk about a nigga after he dead. Baby, you know my dick ain't small, but if you went around and told people my little dick was small, we're going to have a problem. Because if it was small, you wouldn't be with me for 6 motherfucking years. You know I ain't lying. You know I ain't lying.
She's like, it was the motion.
It was the motion. I was aggressive, but it was an aggressive little dick. It was aggressive. I'm going to keep it real. Let's keep it real. You said he did all this shit to you. Oh, look at the money you made, Danny.
yeah, I know. Well, like look at it like this, right? All this stuff came out about Ric Flair and Tommy Dreamer, all this. God forbid tomorrow morning both of them drop dead. This whole thing would be dropped right
Yep.
now.
Oh, we were legends. Oh, Ric Flair was a legend.
And it's one of those things. And you unfortunately, you can't stop that from happening.
Nope.
But it is what it is. It is what it is. You can't do nothing about it.
If you're going to hate, let me put it like this. I want to put some people on blast right now. I don't give a fuck. I don't care no more. Because it got to a point where I did everything I could to make the peace. I did everything I could, and you don't want me in your life.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is lying. He never cared.
Okay, I don't give a fuck. I got my 2 youngest
Never
kids don't want nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. They never gave me a reason. We had communication. My son went to my wrestling events, went to see me, but tells his mother he doesn't talk to me. You don't want to talk to me for now, for no reason. I don't know for what reason. My youngest daughter, she has her reasons because I left her mother for somebody else, and 6 years ago. Wake up, grow up. You want to throw jabs that I never took care of you and everything, but I raised you for 14 years. When you and your mother had fights, you used to come to me. Dad, Mom's is bugging. I had a job where I paid all the bills. Rent, cable, light, cell phones, clothing, food, everything. There was times I only had $12 to my pocket, but I gave it to y'all. But I ain't shit now. I ain't shit now. That's all good. You don't want to talk to me? That's fine. That's fine. But don't criticize what I do now. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't like if you don't want me in your life, you don't want me to, that's fine. I respect that. I'm going to respect your wish. But keep my name out your mouth. Keep my name out your mouth. I'm not bothering you. You want nothing to do with me. I reached out. I got all the messages. I reached out. You don't want nothing to do with me because of the person that I'm with. Fine. Move on.
That sucks. Though.
I don't like the person you're with who abused you, put his hands on you, and when I went out there to put a bullet in his head, I was told not to do it. But I'm not criticizing because that's who you love. God forbid somebody says, oh, I don't like her hood boyfriend.
He would have still called a bullet, honestly.
I believe me, he was this close. This close. This close.
No.
This close.
My kids?
That her godfather was with me. This close. We had him at the crosshairs. And we got a call. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to go to jail for life. For somebody she's going to go back with. And she did. So I keep it like this. If you don't love somebody when they're around, don't love them when they're gone.
That's true.
Okay, let's keep it real. But let's keep it real, Daniel. If you and if you pass away tomorrow, God forbid, I'll be like, Danny was my boy. He was my friend. I had no beef with him.
No, yeah.
I love him. I miss him. Whatever.
Same here.
You know. Don't be like, man, Danny was a dick with me when I was in the throne. Or Danny was a dick with me when we were tag team partners. Put that shit to the side. You're grown men. You sit down and you talk. Business is business. Friendship is friendship.
Absolutely.
Brotherhood is different.
I can't help but agree on that.
If you don't love me while I'm alive,
Don't like me when I'm dead.
don't love me when I'm dead. Because I was just a phone call away.
Yep. I have the same energy from when I was alive.
Okay?
So
Nobody who is watching this show right now cannot say that I never reached out to people to try to make their day funny. Nobody can say that I did not try everything to try to make you forget your problems for 2 minutes. I make a fool out of myself with TikTok videos and doing the show and doing my mixes so you could forget your problems for half an hour, 5 minutes, 2 hours, whatever.
yeah. Has anybody ever seen his Facebook posts? Like, they're hilarious.
All right? Let's keep it real. But you ask me, how come you're not famous? Well, you didn't share my videos. You didn't buy
saw
my
this post.
merchandise.
I saw this post.
You didn't support my brand. Don't criticize me why I ain't famous. Criticize why I'm not famous to you. You could be successful. You could be famous. I don't want to be famous. I want to be successful. Successful is that one day my brand will do something. Your brand will go. LDM's brand will move on. You could be
R&R.
famous for anything. You could be famous for being the nicest guy in the world, or you could be famous for sucking the president's dick. You take a choice. I don't want to be famous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the famous words of Charles's grandmother, fuck you if you don't love me. Don't come see me when I'm dead. It's the same words my dad said back in 2012. And I don't mean no disrespect to Charles. I'm family. I have the right to say that. Because Charles is a man who took care of his grandmother for the last 10 years, juggling the LDM product, taking care of his wife, having a child, and still doing what he's doing. When everybody out there is going, oh, LDM sucks. They ain't doing shit. Where are they now, Charles? Where are they now?
Exactly. A couple of them try to come back.
Where are they now?
Nope.
I hated Charles for a while. I told him you. I used to curse him out. You motherfucker. You left and shit. You left me sitting down, motherfucker. Fuck you, power. But Charles knows. I tell it to his face. I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah, you've never had a filter, so I know that. I know that's true.
You know what I'm saying? I fucking come out and I say it. Fucking Charles, isn't that? But you know, there was a situation where we had a third wheel, Charles.
A third
You remember
D.
who she was. And she was like, oh, I'm going to do this with the R&R Show. I'm going to be a singer, and I'm going to do my own show. Yeah, okay. Where are you at now? You publicly went and tried to destroy my show. I retired, and you call me crying. Can I have the R&R Show name? Fuck out of here. And I'm back in the LDM show. Besides Will from Will's Review, Charles, you know me and Will are one of your most loyal people in this show, in this company.
Mm-hmm.
Besides his wife and child and Will from Will's Review, who's doing his thing, I'm not going to say nothing about it publicly, and myself. I don't care if I got 2 viewers or 200 viewers. Somebody's going to listen to what I got to say.
I mean, the show is really entertaining, though. All
Thank
the
you,
time.
and I appreciate it.
This is one of the darker segments of the R&R show, but you know.
Yeah, and
Well,
like
well,
what
not
he
only-
says,
not only that.
they're not following on SoundCloud.
But you also got to keep it real. And
Well,
you
they're
know,
not-
one of those times.
Here's
where
the
you gotta keep it
thing
real.
that gets me upset, Charles. I put out, before we go, and I'm not trying to brag, I'm not trying to say I'm better than anybody or nothing. I got 500 free mixes on SoundCloud. 500 free mixes on SoundCloud that I don't make any money from. All genres. I put them out there all the time for people to listen, because music will take you away from all your issues. 500.
Charles, can
Free.
we get a round
What
of applause
DJ
here?
what DJ you know is going to put up 500 mixes on a site and you download them for free? You don't make no money. Tell me what DJ. I'll wait.
That's pretty cool. Rafi, you here?
I'll wait. But they keep.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, for the people that are watching on Facebook and only see Ralph R&R Show with like 2 people watching live, that's live. Watch the pre-recorded. And for some reason, the LDM network was so with only 2 views a show that Roku called us personally and put us on their thing.
Listen, I think
We're on
it's- I think
Roku
it's
and
cool.
Fire TV. Where you at?
Apple TV.
You upstate taking
Google
care of
Live.
3
So,
kids
like,
from 4 different fathers.
Listen, I think it's really cool, especially like when you've been doing something as long as you guys have, right? 15 years, right? That's not easy to do. Most shows, if they're gonna be a show, they fold within the first couple of episodes. You guys,
yeah.
If you guys were doing episode counts, you're probably at least 800 right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty cool. It's impressive. No, I mean, I know you have more than 5 because I've been on it at least 5 times.
Yeah.
Vince Steele's been on it at least 12 times.
Yeah.
You know, like it's really, really cool that.
Listen, I've sat down to NFL, and Charles as my witness. I've sat down with future NFL Hall of Famers, right, Charles? On my show. I've sat down with Grammy-nominated fucking singers, salsa singers, comedians, actors, midgets, fucking authors, wrestlers, comedian actors, you name it. I've sat down with the best of them.
That's pretty cool, though.
With the best of them. Before my page got taken down by sabotage, the history is there. I still got them. I could put all those pictures up right now if I wanted to. I'm not. I did it for 15 years. You didn't care. Now you want to know what I do? Watch the show, because I might just be talking about you. Again, I want to thank Daniel Riley for being on the show. Thank you, Puppy, for being part of the show, being part of the family.
Thank you very much for
You know,
having
you're
me.
welcome here anytime. I will be there this Saturday to show him support.
I
If
unfortunately
you
will not
want
be
to know
'cause
where
I
it's
have-
at, go on the page and see. Don't ask. You know he put it up there. Let's see who your real supporters are.
I have a
Charles.
show Saturday. I'm sorry, Charles, but
No,
I
that's
will be
cool. That's
performing.
cool.
So
You know, but let's keep it real. Don't love us when we're dead. Love us while we're alive so we can share the love back. Why love somebody who ain't going to talk to you no more? Why love somebody who ain't going to touch you no more?
that's why, because then they're gonna go and say about all the times they told them no.
Listen,
F you
I
and-
got 15 years of recorded shows. If anybody talks shit about me, Charles gonna play reruns. They gonna know I ain't lying about you. Oh, I used to be on his show. When? I never saw you in an episode. Oh, but I used to be in the background. No, he worked in my studio. Fuck out of here. This is R&R Shows, Raphael G. Love you guys. See you next week. Next week, Team Splendid in the house. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be, get your popcorn ready, because we're going to have fun.
Out of respect for them.
Remember, every Wednesday live, 7 p.m. here on the LDM Network. Raw and ready. You can't be steady, baby. Bye.
The following videos contain material that is not appropriate for young audiences or stuck-up assholes.